Last night there was another riot, this time in Sunderland. It reflects a disturbing escalation of tensions following the tragic killing of the three young girls and the injury of other children and adults in Southport. The incident involved violence against the police and property destruction, exacerbated, of course, by false rumours propagated by far right figures like Yaxley Lennon, Tommy Robinson, and Farage, and protesters, some masked and shouting Islamophobic slurs, attacked police, law enforcement, a mosque, leading to a chaotic scene described by Northumbrian Police Chief Superintendent Helena Barron as serious and sustained levels of violence that are utterly deplorable. Bricks, cans, beer cans thrown, three officers injured. This violence seems rooted in xenophobia and the manipulation of tragedy for political ends by irresponsible pseudo-politicians. And the false narrative that the Southport attacker was an asylum seeker has fueled anger and provided a pretext for far-right mobilization. The attack of the mosque, again, predicated on the false news that the Southport attacker was a Muslim. Instead, he's a Christian and a music theatre performer. No one's attacking music theatre. It's nonsensical. This rabble rousing by irresponsible people like Farage, and the lack of substance in this, and yet these people are on social media doing what about? Prime Minister Keir Starmer has said such disorder is often whipped up online, highlighting the dangerous role of social media in spreading misinformation, inciting violence. And the implications of these events are grave. They signal a potential summer of chaos as far-right groups gather and fuel protests, potentially escalating into widespread disorder. The government's response, including a national violent disorder programme, aims to provide a coordinated and mobile police response to such threats, but it's not enough. We need to seize the moment and nip the problem in the bud. And I've said in the past that I don't think the police pursuing Tommy Robinson is the right thing to do. He's out of the country anyway. But I do think the right thing to do is to seize the people who are promoting violence on social media and to either close down those channels or to take these people in for questioning. We have to change the message. We have to get a better message across. And the unrest highlights deep-seated issues in British society, including racism, the spread of misinformation, the follow-up to Brexit, the exploitation of fear and tragedy for political purposes, and the idea that people feel that they are entitled to have an opinion, make an informed response. Actually, people need to get on with their lives, and having an informed response. There isn't any response to much of the news except to be informed and to be interested. That is the response. There's not very much we can actively do except for promote cohesion, promote unity, in small ways and in larger ways. But going out onto the streets protesting, going out onto the streets fighting, this is not promoting unity, promoting cohesion. This is agitation. And we need more effective and more visible policing, but mostly we need social cohesion. As Sunderland Central MP Lewis Atkinson has said, The actions of these rioters represent criminal thuggery, and they don't reflect the values of the community, which is built on togetherness and acceptance. And the Sunderland rioters are sort of a microcosm of broader social tensions with potential long-term impacts on public order and community relations. And the government and our society's response in the coming weeks is crucial in addressing these challenges. It's the two things together. It's not just about a government initiative, particularly as the government's going into recess shortly, but it's also about our society's initiative and the leaders of our society, individuals within our society, everybody acting together proactively to foster unity. This isn't to foster indifference, and to follow the news, to look with interest, to be informed. It doesn't require any response other than unity. And certainly it doesn't require running out onto the street. There is no purpose in that.